Okay, back for another episode review of She-Hulk Actonia Law, Series 1, Episode 7. The title of this episode is called The Retreat. Wow. I really enjoy this episode. This is the best episode so far, Series 1. The reason why I say Series 1, I don't know they are going to do a second series. I hope, because what if it's getting a second series? It comes out at the start of next year. Loki, the second series is coming out also next year. Hawkeye, disappointed it's not getting a second series. Yeah, they're doing a show called Echo. Um, yeah, WandaVision, shame, not getting a second series. It's just focused on setting up for the next Doctor Strange film. It's already out like months ago. Same as Falcon and the Winter Soldier, not getting a second series because that's just setting up the next Captain America film. And Ms. Marvel, I'm not too sure they are doing a second series. I think they are. I know like the first series is just setting up for the next Captain Marvel film that comes out next year. So I don't know, but anyway. So let's talk about this episode. Yeah, we got two more episodes to review because 8 just came out a few days ago, and the last episode of Series 1 of She-Hulk comes out this Thursday. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do, this coming week I'm gonna review episode 8, and then next weekend I'm gonna review the last one. I think it's the last Marvel Disney Plus show of the year until What If next year. So yeah, it's I know we're getting I think we're getting a Halloween special. I don't know what Halloween special. I know like Guardians in the Galaxy is getting a Christmas special. I'm guessing that's just setting up for the next Guardians in the Galaxy Volume 3 film. That's also coming out next year. So I can't wait for 2023. I think 2022 are Marvel stuff, not the movies. I think the movies I haven't saw. The only movie I haven't saw of 2022 has to be the Doctor Strange film. I seen Thor, Love and Thunder. That was entertaining. I'm not gonna watch the next Black Panther movie that comes out next month. I'm sorry, yeah, it's been a rough year for the MCU. So anyway, so let's talk about this episode. This was good. It was it 34 minutes long. I'm glad they paced it out really well. And if people don't like it, yeah, it's not their cup of tea. If they're really bashing it in the sake of bashing it, I don't know what drug they have been taken. For me, I think it was entertaining. They focus on storytelling. I think the reason why people just don't like the show, I think the action is taking the back seat for the show. The focus more on comedy. Um, it's kind of like some of the comedy stuff in this show. It could be a hit or miss, but I really enjoy it. So the episode starts with Jen dating Josh. I forgot to mention that guy's name. I forgot who he is in the Just Jen episode. That was just completely filler. Yeah, it was Josh. They end up going to a marketplace at nighttime, going to a movie, and they slept together. And and then we'll get to the cliffhanger a little at the end of this review, and she found out like she might have thought like he's got like ghosting her, and yeah, you can tell like she's like trying to text him, yeah, and also this what's his name, Callum, that's Callum, or I think I think informing like Jan that you thought like Blonsky's inhibitor's not working. You thought like he's not up to his own good, up to his like old self. Yeah, they end up going to his house. Like I think he's called Callum. It's Blonsky's parole officer. Yeah, he told Jen you need to put on your green suit. My green suit. Yeah, he said my green suit. Yeah. Get big, jolly green yourself. What do you call it? Hulking up. She end up hulking up, and she end up like her head's very close to almost break the roof, but she was very uncomfortable. Yeah, Blonsky's more. You can tell Blonsky like he's setting up like a retreat for like villains or something. Coping with their anger, their issues. Like we introduced like new characters in this episode. Manball, El Agal, Agal. He I think Blonsky called him Heliandro, and Porcupine and Saracens. I think they were funny in this episode. Some, if you say it's boring, yeah, that's your problem. It's your opinion, but I'm not judging. But I think it's good. I think the pacing. That's the problem with Miss Marvel and so far She-Hulk. I think it has to do with the pacing. That's the reason why people just don't like these shows. Yeah, it's pacing. Moon Knight was better. Moon Knight was good. I think it was good. The pacing was fine. But with She-Hulk and Miss Marvel, their pacing was a bit like disappointed. Like sometimes I find a She-Hulk, no, not She-Hulk. I find a Miss Marvel episode to be a bit boring. It's about nearly 40 to 50 minutes long. This, it was fine. It was like 30 minutes. Some of the episodes, I think 2 and 6 were rushed. But this, I'd be better off doing like a 35-minute long episode per week. I think they try to find that pacing. It's hard, to pace if it's going to be like a long episode or a short episode. It's just one or the other. So yeah, they really introduced the characters of it. And also like Blonsky tell Manball to like push, yeah, they end up like Manball and Aligal, Alejandro. They're gonna like fighting. I think Aligal crashed into Jen's like Prius, and then was it Prius Prime, and Blonsky tell Manball to move it. Do you think I look like a mechanic? My name's Manball, not Mechanical Ball. And then I think Aligal says, you're waiting so long to say that, and Jen says, that's so forced, so how? Anyway, so I think the treat part was really good. You can tell like Jen is focused on wondering what happened to Josh. You can tell she's developing feelings towards him. You could get more details of that later on. But yeah, I'm glad they introduced characters. They look like they're cheesy, but I think they're kind of like funny at the same time. Like with Elegal, you said like people assume I'm a matador. You know, yeah. Yeah, I think Porcupine says Spanish is a language, not a nationality. You never heard of Spain? I think Manball said to Aligal says, I see your attributes as a matador. I almost say matador, but yeah, your attributes to me sees you as a matador. It's triggering me. Yeah, and then Saracen says to Blonsky, maybe Manball and Aligar spending too much each other, spend too much each other. It's unhealthy, and later on they end up telling to swap seats. You can tell, and also like Jen called them out. Okay, are you two married? And I think they are kind of like a gay couple. Yeah, I like the chemistry. Anyway, so. We introduced a guy who attacked Jen in, I think it was episode 3. Yeah, episode 3. And I glad they focus more on comedy in this episode. Says, if you don't know and Jen says, if you don't remember this guy, did they previously on this guy? You know what? I don't care. He said previously remember this guy, and he ended up attacking this guy. And you can tell there was no follow-up to attack Jen, but one of them, I don't know who he's named, they didn't give them a name. He said like, that was it, the power of strength is looking yourself in the mirror. I'm trying to working myself or something like that, like I don't need a crowbar for false powers. It make me and my boys like idiots, You can tell like he's so sarcastic. Says, rolling you guys onto me like super villains. Jen says, it was 4-on-1. You're acting like super villains. Yeah, yeah. The guy says, yeah. I think why did I never give this guy a name? He says, I'm sorry. He says, oh, she's kind of sarcastic. Says, we got a breakthrough. With he's sorry. Um, yeah, you could tell, and also like it really triggered a man ball. Kind of throw this guy into the chairs. Oh, I stacked these chairs. And Blonsky basically send Jen to the common chair. You can tell they kind of develop Blonsky's character, give him some charismatic side of him, because we never saw that in previous appearance with him in Marvel movies. I never seen Shang-Chi. Didn't really got a chance to see Shang-Chi. Uh, he was never. Yeah, he was a bit serious in I want to say Hawkeye. The Hulk movie from 2008. So yeah, Jen was, basically Jen still looking on his phone. I think you know, I think, I think Al Legal says, you're spending too much. You had plenty of stuff going on. You're too bit. You're too busy. Like, um, getting your kicks off, then listening to us and working yourself. Oh yeah, I think he said the guy says working on me, basically trying to make him like a better person. I'm trying to remember the lines properly. So yeah, I think he said, yeah. And Jen says, I don't need to kick in. I'm fine. You can prove she's not fine because in the she's kind of a bit of a hypocrite, because in the first episode she said, I always control my anger, but you can tell she needs to work on, there's problems with her. She's struggling about her, like, Josh, if she liking her or not. And I think he told everyone, um, you can tell, yeah, you can tell everyone. And also I think he told everyone in this group that we spent we spent time and haven't spoken for 3 days. Did you haven't set? I think like Man Ball says, did you have sex? First off, oh no, yeah, I think he said make love. First off, ill. It's the first time we slept together. Direct hit. And yeah, I glad Jam with the dig towards Al Matagal and Man Ball. Are you two married? Or was it Conde? Was it Codependency? I think that's Porcupine. Porcupine's character, like Blonsky told him, like, kind of asking to move his helmet. We'll get to that also later on. It says I'm better off wearing it. Anyway, so I'm trying to remember the lines that well. I think like yeah, yeah. He said like you're busy. You had better stuff to do than sit here, get your kicks on, and rather listen to us than working yourself. I'm trying to remember the lines that well. So anyway, so she kind of, she said like, imagine you're just a girl, having a friend who's cooler than you, athletic. She said like the people just like her because of She-Hulk. What if people like do not like me if I don't have this? Like some guys like She-Hulk. If they stick around, if I'm just Jen. Some people don't stick around. That sucks. But Jen is the best. I felt sorry showing the, you can say the little bit of the emotion side of She-Hulk. We never got that because she feels like people just only like her because of her, She-Hulk like self instead of just Jen's self. And anyway, so yeah, so everyone says, and also like I feel like this guy says he just ghosts you or he wants your blood. I kind of I laughed. It's like, yeah, he said he wants your blood. Oh, not that again. Um, when not everybody's your dad. Don't talk about. No one. I think he said no one. I think Manball said to Saracens, no one wants blood. Not everyone is your dad. Don't talk about my dad. I'm guessing he's a vampire. And also he said to Jen a little bit later on. He said about I like I like Jen the best. she's tasty. Oh damn, someone bailed me out. I kind of laughed at. There's some. You can tell there's some characteristics in those villains. Not, I don't know they're villains. I don't really read the books with Mamball and Elegal and Saracens and Porcupine. They were kind of funny and entertaining. I'm glad they made them funny and entertaining. So anyway, so I think like this guy says maybe you don't spend enough time as Jen. Mamball says maybe this Joss guy is not the only one who likes Jen Waters. The same guys like us, maybe one would like to spend with Jen. So basically, they like Jen for who she is. Yeah. So anyway, so and I think like Porcupine says, not all. Yeah, not all. Yeah, not all people. You can't control people what they do. So it's kind of true. And before that, this guy says, Jen's in pain. We offer her violence because, and also like before that, Joss made a lot of enemies of us, and then he's holding his sword, and Blonsky says, you've been warned of using by electricity, his sword. It's kind of funny, man. I want to see more of these characters, man. They're kind of funny in their own way. Anyway, so I think this guy says stop using She-Hulk as a protected shield. Just trust us as Jen. She ended up turning back to normal Jen. You can tell like Jen is like trying to get away from Josh. I think it's the fact like Josh. We'll get more of that later on the cliffhanger, but I think it's really good. Um, you know, seeing this, I think like I don't feel sorry for Jen because she wants to deal with love, and people just throwing it back in her face because maybe she's not that attractive. Maybe it's just what it is. People see She-Hulk as an attractive side, and this normal Jen Walters she's not. Blonsky's character, I'm glad they given him something to do without being free, doing stuff without any consequences. You can tell that he's not the villain. I think it's a sign maybe this character is done. Maybe they don't have to kill off a villain. Maybe it's the first time that a villain says, "Fuck it, I'm doing my own thing. I'm changing a new leaf and retiring." Maybe he's doing well. He's just controlling, making people being calm, being nice, being good. It's really good for him. He's been a lot of shit. He's like destroying the city in Harlem, then getting arrested. I don't know what in Shang-Chi. Didn't see the movie. I don't know the stuff in Shang-Chi, and now this. Like maybe it's a sign that maybe it's time to move on. But I like it. So maybe we could probably see Blonsky in future projects. We don't know. I don't know. But so yeah, they made Jen delete probably the phone number of Josh. Anyway, so and then also they made Porcupine like remove his helmet. He managed to do that. And you can know it's a black guy. He's pimply and smells. And yeah, I think Blonsky says maybe put the mask back on when you have this. Don't take off the outfit until we're clean dry. And also in the end credits, seeing like Porcupine going to a laundrette, getting his outfits clean. That was kind of funny. Seeing like college people, I think they're football players, seeing Al Matador doing the ball fighting thing. I think he said like in college I did a little bit of light matadoring. It's kind of like he is a matador. It's kind of funny. I'm glad they don't really. We got one or two action sequence. You can tell the action took a back seat. They're more focused on comedy and storytelling. It really worked. So yeah. Seeing Jen wearing wearing the white clothes, and in the end credits they end up doing meditation. You can tell. Yeah, and I think like Blonsky said to Jen, please come back again, not until you have Wi-Fi. Okay, I think she might, but anyway, so I think that's it. I think I'm missing. Yeah, I think that's it. So Yeah, I think yeah, yeah, and we got the truth that Josh didn't. Yeah, he's got go. Yeah, he got Ghost. You know, so, yeah, he got Ghost because you know, I think Jen says he likes me as Jen. You know, seeing Josh basically got up in the middle of the night while they're sleeping. You know, taking a picture of her back, copying something. I'm guessing he might be one part of this website that hates Jen. I don't know who she is. It's not Blonsky. Maybe Titania. Can't pronounce her name properly. So it's one or the other, man. I think some my gut feeling this show is you can tell the villains are taking the back seats. You know, you can tell it took a massive back seat because with Miss Marvel, you can tell you got the damage control people and was it Conran's mother are the villains in that show. This you can tell we don't know who's the main villains. I thought it was Blonsky, but instead it's not. Tyanira, maybe. I don't know, man. It's one or the other. So, yeah, it's kind of a bit messy. So, it's just what it is. So, anyway, and also like before that, you know, in the beginnings part, you know, Jen was still looking at her phone, waiting for Josh to text. You know, she was doing yoga while she's looking at the phone. She was watching the Muppets, properly. Yeah, seeing the image of Miss Piggy. You know, but anyway, so yeah, yeah, well, I think that's it. I think that's you know, that's a lot to talk about. Yeah, it's been a fun. I think this is a good episode to watch. You know, it was fun. Don't need a lot of action. You know, we got good character developments of Elegal and Mamble and Saracens. You know, and Porcupine and Blonsky. You know, but yeah, we got about 2 more episodes to review because you know 8 just already came out. 9 comes out this Thursday. I think it's been a good, yeah, it's been a good series. I think the second half really was good. I think like the best show of 2022 on the Marvel side has to be Moon Knight. I think I placed this second place, and I placed Miss Marvel dead last, man. It's been disappointed, but yeah, it's been a rough year for the MCU, show wise, movie wise. You know, I don't know. I think never seen Doctor Strange. Was it the Madness of the Multiverse or the Multiverse of Madness? I seen Thor: Love and Thunder. That was entertaining. I like it. I don't know. I'm watching Black Panther. You know, it's just not it's not the same as with Chadwick. You know, it's a damn shame. You know, he died while we're in lockdown. It's like during the pandemic, man. He's got a whole lot ahead of him. You know, what might have been if he had battling his cancer. You know, maybe it's a sign that he doesn't want to be in pain anymore. It's just shame. You know, he's a young. I think, was it not a Courier? You know, N'Challa's lover. I think she's taken up the mantle. I'm not a big fan of Letitia White taking up the mantle. I don't think she's gonna work with being the next Black Panther. She's better off being the brains. Let the woman, what I can't remember. I don't remember the name of N'Challa's lover in the first Black Panthers film. I think she's better off. She was better off taking up the mantle than Zuri. You know, I like Zuri. She was kind of funny. You know, with both her and N'Challa give each other shit. You know, giving her giving him the middle finger. That's kind of good, kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. So anyway, so that's a lot to talk about. So yeah, hope you enjoy my review of Series 1. Hope you enjoy my review of Series 1, Episode 7 of She-Hulk. Sorry, I'm stumbling, by the way. Leave your thoughts to the comments below. Smash that button. Click the like, click the bell. Subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and more. And also, I'm reviewing Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes for the month of October. Not all the episodes. I think so far that we've got 30. I don't know if Treehouse of Horror 33 came out yet. I don't know, but I'm not reviewing all of it of the month of October, but most of it. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. And also subscribe to the channel if you're not part of the Central Unit. If you want to be part of the Central Unit, subscribe to the channel for more wrestling videos and more.